Hi guys. Hi. So we're gonna paint the cute penguins, the big penguin and little penguin. It could be your big brother, big sister, the baby brother, big baby sister, or it could be a mommy and a baby, or a daddy and a baby, or grandma and baby, or grandpa and baby, or your cousins. I don't know. It could be anything, right? So we get to paint the background purple and pink. It's the color of a snowy day. And then we'll paint and then we have to paint the face. And your eyes are not black. I did them because I messed up. I made my circles too little. I didn't mess up yours, but I messed up mine. So I thought I'll just make them blacker now so that you can't see my mistake. And I messed up right here, so I put a little bit of white paint so you could see. Okay, so we have 3 paintbrushes. We need a big one, a medium, and a small one. The biggest one's for the background, painting the background. Medium's really good for see how she can hold lots of paint and do this. And then itty bitty baby one for itty bitty things like that. Okay, so we're gonna get where the first thing we're gonna do is her little mouth. And we're going to try to do it as tiny and perfect as we can. So you need this itty bitty teeny tiny just born paintbrush. And we're going to touch our red. But we're not going to use this much. We're actually going to wipe it off. And the reason is we're using the moisture in the paintbrush to flatten all the bristles down really. Like when your hair is wet, it's completely flat. So we're going to do the same thing to these little hairs. So you fold it over and give it a pinch. And look how much tinier the paintbrush is. So just practice on a napkin and get a speck, the tiniest speck of red you ever got in your whole life. Oh, you've never gotten red before? Okay, so just that. I got it from the side where it would be less. A microscopic speck. And then as softly as you can, not a pencil, super soft. Make a smile. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it so soft. Don't push on your paintbrush. You'll open your paintbrush to really. It's not a pencil. We can't feel it when we do it. Actually, it's so soft that you can only watch it happen. You can't feel it happen. Okay, so you're holding your paintbrush, almost not touching, and barely put a little line. Okay, barely touching. And if there's skips and mistakes, it actually looks cuter than because we're going to paint over it in yellow later. It actually looks cuter than perfectly red. Because we're not putting lipstick on. We're trying to make a little shadow where the two, see that little dark line between my lips? It's a shadow. I don't know. So we're going to get the tiniest speck. And how soft. I'm going to hold it by the metal so it can be very tiny. And this spot right here, just the bottom of the beak. And I run out of paint and I don't even care. Let me do it softer so you can see. I touched it with one hair. I can't feel it. I just watch it. Oopsie. And then I can do this one too. Not the bottom part. No. That's it. I didn't get more paint. I just let it be a little bit ratty. I'm going to fix this real fast. There. I forgot to connect the corners of my mouth. Don't laugh at me. Okay, so that's going to rest and dry. So when we come back later and put the yellow on it, I'll be like, of course, perfection. And then we're going to paint the sky and then the hat and then the arms. We're actually not going to paint all this white part. We're just going to put some cute pink cheeks because penguins are cute. But we don't have to paint it all white because it's not necessary. It's already white, right? So just for this one, we won't paint this white. And it'll save us some time. Because what I worry about is when we paint this white inside the face, then we try to go and put the black next to it and the white will still be wet and it makes gray. And I've done it so many times that I'm mad that why are you even painting the white? right? So don't. Okay, so we're gonna paint the background first though. So put the little red, put the lid back on the red, save it for the hat. But now find your purple and your magenta. Her name's Magenta, or hot pink, Barbie pink. And you can open those. And then we'll need a little bit of white. Because how many color values do you need for 3D? 3, dark, medium, and then my light is color. But she'll just make a baby purple and a baby pink, the white does. So find your biggest paintbrush, and we'll outline it in purple. So we just stab our purple, stab, and she's kind of a see-through color. You wouldn't think so, but she is. So it won't be as dark as you think. So how do you outline stuff in paint, right? So we'll get it all over everything. So we go like this. We got a big glob of paint on there, but when we press the paintbrush on the canvas, it goes boop. But I let that one hair, since it's open, touch the Sharpie and ride the roller coaster down. And it doesn't hold very much paint, so you have to flip over your paintbrush. There might be paint on the other side. Or just get more paint. So I'm going to hold my purple because that's far away. And I just go stab. Now I'll show you. Oh, let me be closer. So I'm going to smash my paintbrush. Watch. Smash. Right? And then I get closer, closer, sneaking up. Touched it. Now I'm going to stare at just that one hair that's touching the Sharpie. Look how see-through that is. And then I run out of paint. Got really dry. So I flip over my paintbrush where there's some more paint. Smash, scooch. And then I run out of paint again. So I just, see, it's only about this long. That's all the paint you get out of it. That's all right. More paint. Smash, push. Okay, then get more paint. And how come I'm faster and better at this than you? I've done it before. So don't measure how fast you're doing it based on me. You just push pause on me whenever I get too far ahead, and I do go too fast. How come? Because I've done this before, and you're not here. So usually I just watch the class, and then when I see that, oh, they're ready for the next step, there's still always somebody that's going super slow. But when I say, oh, I'm ready to move on to the next step, then I do it. But you're not here. I'm all by myself in this room, so I do go too fast. So outline, and then you can pause and then start again. So now I'm going to get big chunks of purple and go like this. I scoop. I know. And drop it off like this. Hello, 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 hello. Maybe even 2 scoops. Another big giant scoop. We're going to scribble it all over. Watch. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Nice. And with a dirty paintbrush, I don't care. I'm going to get my magenta and get a big scoop of it and just put it places where the purple isn't. You can have some, and you can have some, and you can have some, you can have some, you can have some, you can have some. Now we get to scribble them together. And do we need them all to be, do we need the whole sky to be the same color? No. If there's dark area next to, so 3D, dark, medium, light, right? And then we'll add a little bit of white at the end. So just go like this, but don't stay too long in one spot. Watch. I go like this. Oh, I hit purple. Then I hit pink. Keep going. No stopping, no resting. Don't visit anywhere too long. You just give it permission to be different versions of color. And then done. And then don't go back and fix nothing. We're going to add white next. I'm doing my edges. I always forget my edges. Like that. And then, ooh, now this side. Up, down, keep going, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Don't stop, don't look at it, nobody cares. Oh, wait, look at, they kind of mush into each other. Now I'm going to push it up into the corner. But I don't like to visit anything twice, because it just mixes your colors more, and it's not that exciting. I do the top. There. Look how dark and boring that is. Let's add some white. Okay. And we have to hurry so this paint doesn't dry. So this is a dirty paintbrush, and I want to get some white. So I'm going to just get it from the corner so that all my white's not dirty. I just get a scoop from the corner. And then I'm going to drop it off like little pearls. And do not go back and get more. That's all you need. Okay? Now, scribble that in. And you just might hit a white spot, and you might not. You might hit a white spot, you might not. You might hit, and then sneak it up next to your penguins. Look at that prettiness. Look at all those colors. Did I feel the need to scrub it back in? No, I like it. Now hit this one. Pew, 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 scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. And I keep moving my paintbrush. And I might hit a color and I might not. And then slow down when you're near your penguins. Small wiggles near the penguins. See, and I give it permission to be all those pretty colors at the same time. If I keep touching it, what color will I get? Just a baby purple. Okay. And we'll let this dry. You know what we'll put on top? We'll put some snow. Put snow and some snowflakes. Okay. But we'll let that dry a little bit. So now we can do her cheeks and her cheeks. So, but my paintbrush is dirty, so I'm all done with this paintbrush. So you can just set this big giant paintbrush down. And then, well, here's our finger, like we're putting makeup on. Okay. So get some white on your finger. And put it under her eye and next to her mouth. That's a cheek. And then under the eye and next to the mouth. And under the eye and next to the mouth. Just some. So where's my pink at? Magenta. But how much pink do I need? They're not wearing makeup. We just want them to look alive and a little cute, right? So we just go a ton of speck. And go dot, 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 there. And after you put the dots, then you swirl. Don't start swirling with a whole finger full of pink. That'll be very dark. So I dropped off little pieces. Now I swirl it. It's the cutest color ever. Whee! Whee! Now you do it. There you go. So cute. We don't have to paint all that white stuff right on her face. We don't need to do that for this one. And then we can lick off our finger or just use a napkin. A napkin? Good idea. Now we find our itty bitty teeny tiny just born paintbrush and we'll do her face. Okay, that we gotta squeeze this red out. Oh, I did already. And we're gonna do her beak, the yellow color. So get your yellow and stab it. And how do you outline? Oh yeah, we smash it, but we're gonna be inside the beak and sneak up to the line. I'll show you. Smash. Oh, I'm inside the beak and I'm still staring at that one hair even though it's little. And the red's coming from our little dirty paintbrush. And it's just a little tiny bit of, I could paint over the black. I hurt nothing. Oh, that's not enough. It's not making a smooth edge. There it is. And then we can get a tiny speck of white and drop off a speck for that nose and a speck for that nose. There's still some white left on my paintbrush, but I don't want to add any more. What should I do? Just clean it off, right? We just need a little bit. I want a little bit of white. So clean it off. I'll just swirl that around, the little white on her nose. It's a little bit brighter. Oh, it's a little bit brighter. Oh, then, oh, it's a little bit brighter. That's nice. That makes the top beak a little bit brighter than the bottom lip. Bottom beak. Okay, now we can do her eyes. Oh no, we'll do the gray first. So clean your paintbrush and go pinch. And we're gonna make her look like she's happy, like this. So find your gray and get one tiny speck of gray, little touch. And then we'll put the very first one as an eyebrow. So it's 2 fingers above her eye, right? Just like me. So we go, oh, 2 fingers above. Oh, 2 fingers too big. That's on a person. So how about 1 finger above? Okay. Put your finger right touching her eye and get your paintbrush and make a number 1. 1. And then put your finger on that eye. Oh, a finger above, not on the eye. A finger above the eye. Okay. One. Oh. I did it again, didn't I? I was trying to say put your finger above the eye. I ruined it. Oh wow, should I cry? Can I show you on the baby? One finger above, and then put a little dash. Put my finger above her eye. Dash there. Okay. And then there's a little, then we go next to her eye, get a little bit more gray, and it's a finger away from her eye. So I put my finger next to her eye, and I put a dash just straight like this. And, oh, you can't. I'm going to do this and hold it and use my finger trick at the same time. I don't know. But it's a finger space away, and it's completely straight. And it's a finger space away, and it's completely straight. And it's a finger space away, and it's straight. It's a finger space away, and it's straight. There. That's cute already, right? But we're going to put little feathers, go dash, 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 and they fall down in a rainbow shape, half a rainbow. And when your paintbrush starts to run out of paint, it gets cuter. So this one will be very thick, and then less, 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 less. You want to see? So I just go click, and then next to that one, and I'm rainbowing downhill like a clock. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh! Now I can do the same on this one. That one's too close, right? Because I messed up. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It didn't even affect it, right? Yay. Now do the baby. 1, 1, falling, 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 falling. Oh! Falling, falling, falling. You can't see. Falling, falling, falling. Yay! So, oh, and we could put some underneath the cheek too. Falling, falling, like a sun. I'm running out of paint. I'm running out of paint. It's still cute. Right? And I just get a little bit and do it real soft. Falling under the cheek, under the cheek, under the cheek, under the cheek, into the, oh. And look at how dry I'm letting my paintbrush be. Because they're feathers. Where'd that blob of paint come from? I turned my paintbrush over. So cute. Okay, now we can do the hat. So we're going to get our, yeah, I could do that. I'm going through the steps in my mind and I get confused. So now I get to use medium paintbrush and we'll do our hat. Okay? Wait, I'm going to put the lid on the pink. There, because I don't want it to dry. Oh, I could put the lid on the purple too. Do you guys have any pink and purple left over? You could paint rocks and stuff. So fun. Okay, now I'm going to get this bit medium-sized paintbrush. We haven't used her yet, and do the hat. So there's 3 pieces to the hat. 1, 2, 3, and each one will be separate. Okay, so we need to get our red, her red hat, and we just get a poke, the red paint, poke. And we're just going to outline this top piece. And your paintbrush does go over the purple background. Because look how ratty the edges are. Here's our chance to fix it by letting the nice smooth line of the hat go over it. So I let inside the shape, smash, sneak up. Whee! And I did touch the purple. It's very hard to keep my own hand out of the way. Oh, I ran out of paint. I need another poke. Poke. So I just keep my paintbrush inside. There. Ta-da. So we need, is that 3D? No. We're going to need a shadow. So can you find your little tiny itty bitty just born paintbrush? Because we're going to get a tiny bit of black. But black scares me because she's so dark. So I'm just going to get a little bit. How much is a little bit? The tiniest speck you ever saw in your whole life. So I'm going to actually touch the side of my cup so I can just get a speck. And I'm going to drop it off on the bottom of that little shape. So I just get a little speck, and this is all she gets, and that's all. The end. There's still black in my paintbrush, but I don't care. I put that little paintbrush down, and get big paintbrush again, and we'll just smash that in, and it will mix with the black on my paintbrush and be a shadow. Smear, 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 shadow. I feel like it's too dark. See? Do you know why black is so stark? It's because when they go to make it, they get the gel and they put black powder in it. Not black enough, they put more black powder. They keep pouring the black powder in there, and it's so much black powder compared to the gel. So I could have used a teensier speck of black, huh? So now there's black on my paintbrush, and I don't like it. So I want to make a red hat, and this will just make it all black. So I just get a paper towel, and I give it a squeezy, and fold it over, and squeeze the paint out. Now all the black came off. Now I'm going to get red, and I'm going to do the next section. So I just go, wee, oh, it overlaps. Touch the purple, and then the other side has paint. Stab the red, get more red. My one hair is doing all the outlining. There. And then scribbly, scribbly. Remember, push pause when you need to. Oops. Okay, now, how much black do you think I need? Less? So scary. I know. Because the whole thing will turn black. So I just go, oh. Speck. Mine's smaller. And then I just run it across the bottom. I'll put it on this side. And I'll just push it down. I'll put it on that side. And I'll use my big red paintbrush to push it downhill. And if it runs out of black, I don't care. Dark shadow, light shadow when it runs out of paint. So now switch paintbrushes and get your big red one. And we'll just smash it and push it downhill. There. It's like a rainbow. Dark rainbow. Okay, now, oh, this is black. I hate it. So I'm going to get the black out and give it a little squeeze. Now we can do the hat right here, big long piece. So I stab get a lot of paint because I have far to go. Right? Just go smash. Smash me. There, that came out. That's not as smooth as I wanted it. It wasn't as successful as I normally do it. Oh, I had like 3 thoughts. That's why. Okay. That's black. I'm gonna put some red on that one. Calm down. Look at that black showing. Whew. I used too much black when I did the first one. But it's okay. It's shadowy because it's the top. Okay, now I'm gonna get my speck of black. Tiny paintbrush. I thought she got away from me. Okay, tiny. Put the big medium paintbrush. Tiny speck. And I'm going to run it along the bottom. It'll be most black here and then run out. Now I'm going to mush that in so the darkest part is right along our hat. Or his hat. I don't know. I haven't met these guys. Oh, it becomes darker, shadowy. So good. Okay, now we're going to clean this paintbrush. Squeeze. Bye, blackish red. Now let's do his eyes. Okay, so I saved the eyes so that you have a little bit more trust with yourself. Okay, but now the eyes. So remember how we outline? We go smash and then stare at that one hair that touches the Sharpie, right? Well, when you're trying to do eyes, you land inside the eyeball and then you smash your paintbrush. You'll watch it go boop. Right? And then you push from the inside of his eye, oop, and then push up and make a letter C. And then land in the middle again and go letter B. Okay, can I show you? So I still don't need very much, Blake. I just touch it. Because I can always get more, but I can't get less. So I'm going to go like this. I land in her eye, smash. Now I'm going to sneak up, up, up. Rainbow, Then from the inside, smash, sneak up to the edge, smile. A rainbow and a smile. And I keep my paintbrush inside the black eye the whole time. I don't let my paintbrush leave. Okay? And then I get another little poke of black. And I land inside the eye, smash! And then sneak, oh, one hair, oh, rainbow, rainbow at the top. Smile at the bottom. Letter C, letter B. And you can put a tiny little wing on the bottom. It's not a boy or girl. Do not put eyelashes. It never comes out good. Because the paintbrush is too big. We would need, I don't know, a Sharpie. No, skinnier than that. I don't know, a pencil would be just really soft. I don't know. But don't do it while I'm watching. Okay. Now do the baby. So I land inside, smash, sneak up, sneaking, sneaking, rainbow, and then smile. Okay. And then I can put the little wing at the bottom, fleek. That's all. And then I smash, go up, wee, rainbow, smile. Good. Oh, wing. Oh. I'm so afraid of messing up the wing at the bottom. See, wing, wing. It just makes the eyes look smiley like this. Because look how much more that little line shows, right at the bottom, which is that we're copying the smile face, like that. Okay, now I'm gonna clean my paintbrush, but let's use our stick and put a little glint. Look at my eye. Why does it have that little white dot? Light, right? So use our stick of our paintbrush and get maybe the lid. The lid will have just a tiny bit of paint on it. I just touch it. Oh! And I put it in this corner. Oh, I missed. This corner and that corner. So it's the same side of the eye. And then do the baby. So on the left side and on the left side. Matching sides. Good. Now I get to do the blick because they were penguin, right? So now we go back to medium paintbrush and then we'll just put highlights with some gray. So I'm going to get my blick, and just do the mommy first. And this is her arm that comes around and reaches for her baby, or a hug from daddy, or the cousin, or the best friend. Okay, so I'm gonna put her head right on top of this red a little bit. So I go smash from inside her head, because her whole head's black. Smash. Oh, push. I'm letting one hair do the magic. I don't care what the rest of my paintbrush does. And why am I touching the red? Because look how far I got it to go without having to stop. Okay, then I get more blick. Oh, I did that and turned my paintbrush over. I did that good. You missed it at the bottom because I didn't hold it good. I have to keep my own hand out of the way. Hard. Smash, push, one, ooh, slow, not scribbling. That paint squish it. Oh, I ran out of paint. If it's not enough paint, it doesn't push out the top of your paintbrush and make that nice thick little bead that you let dry. Like that. It'll dry flat even though you put a nice thick bead. And we're on top of our background a little bit. No white showing between the background and your little penguin body. We're only doing mommy first, or the big one first. That's what I meant to say. Oops. I'm messing up. I like to fall down. It's easier for my hand than push up, so I'm going to reverse. So I get more black paint. I'll start from up here. There. One hair. Pushing my paint. I can feel it start to drag as it dries out. Flip over my paintbrush. Yay. Way easier falling down than pushing up. Your hand starts to shake as you push against gravity. I can go like this. Wee. Then wee. Oh, missed again. I didn't have enough paint. paint. Now I get to paint our whole all in there. I just give a little scribble. I just slow down when I'm near an edge. Oh, look, it's all dry right here. There's not enough paint there. Right, just get another poke. Should feel slippery. Oh, I went outside the lines. And you know what? When you're painting, if you have to, lift it up a little so that the bottom of your easel isn't, you know, so blake. There. I can go down this way. Yay. Oh, it's right there at the edge. So tricky. Oh, fix this right there. A little pointy at the top. They look like heart-shaped faces with a little thing. It doesn't look like a penguin now. So good. Okay. Now I'm going to get my little teeny tiny paintbrush because is that 3D? No, it is not. So let's put little gray marks. So get your tiniest paintbrush and stab your gray. And we'll just run some gray along the outside edge. We just wipe it off like a boogie. You do not. Black is more powerful than gray by a million. So we're just dropping off like a little highlight, like she's shiny. And what happens if I touch it one more time? It just turns back black. Gray's not powerful enough to do anything. So just drag your paintbrush till it runs out, and then call it done. Wait, it's a little string, and then if you go back, I'm gonna fix it, and I erased it. What? I know. So then you have to get more gray and try again. Wee, there. Now she's a piece of gray. Because black is wet and she's more powerful. That was a mistake. Okay, now you know those little pretty things around their eyes? Get the gray and we'll do it on her hat too. So right here in the middle, just give it a little number 1, whoop, and then go, and they fall back. 1, 1, 1, 1, run out of paint. Then 1, 1, and they fall over. Oh. This one had more paint than that one. You see how that one's barely showing? I need more gray over there. Hello? The black ate my gray. There. Oh, and put some gray on top of her hand so we could tell her hand. Aw, like that. Okay, now we get to do the littlest one. So we grab our blick and outline it. See a little mistake with my Sharpie? Totally doesn't matter because I'm going to paint over it right now. Almost stabbed the red. Oh. Outline. Then outline. Ooh, too close to her face. I think I messed that up. No, it's fine. I will just forgive myself and move on. My paintbrush went over the Sharpie bite a lot, and it's okay. There. Now I can just get more paint and paint it in. And then we'll give her a little gray, or him, it a little bit more. Now we get to draw the little, remember push pause, I go too fast. I feel it when I go too fast because I'm like moving on and you're like, oh. Now I can get more gray and outline her head on the black. Now we can tell them apart because I can see the stripe. And then I do it to the little one's face and I go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, but I already know I need more paint. It ran out last time. 1, 1, 1, 1. You look cute, right? And then we'll clean our paintbrush. Let's make some snowflakes. First, you find our biggest paintbrush and make dots with our white. So I get not with a paintbrush. It's filthy with my stick, and I'll make little dots, right? Snow just in the background. You don't have to put it on your penguins, but just some pretty little dots. And when you run out of, it looks like there's a lot of paint on there, right? But there's no paint on the end anymore. So just get another little touch and get more paint. Don't try to go like this and use that paint. It's just gonna be some weird shape that's not a circle. And down here, and here. Oh, see? Ugly, ugly, ugly. Go babe, fix it. I was trying to go too fast. Near the edges. And then, just to make it a different size, you just use your finger. Fingerprint is a bigger circle. And then you go, oh, bigger ones. Oh, I'm put one on the hat, so it looks like it's snowing. Bigger ones. Bigger ones. Maybe a few on the hat. Don't want to hurt my penguins. Okay. Do you love it? I know I went too fast. Oh! You guys see what I forgot? The poofy on her hat. Use your finger and go poka 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 and fill it with white. And what if the fluff gets on top of the background? We don't care, it's fluffy. Oh, so cute. I think some of my red was still white because it got a little pink in it. It looks like a shadow. So now I'm going to clean my finger on napkin. There, now we're done. Good job, you guys. So good.